I used to ride 40, even Corolla. I was broke with a bad chick, color cola. But she used to act up like a name Viola. So I had to cut her off, now I name older. X-Files, bad up like Kroger. You ain't even have to open, you can smell her odor. Got a bunch of niggas hoping they can mess me over. But I really been the shit and I ain't changing odor. Next style, when I grow up, I can't lie, I'm blessed, I'm older. On my side, it's less than no love. You might die, get stretched like yoga. Felt like I was destined for the pain and torture. Trying to keep my flame, but the rain gets colder. Every drop lit, help me gain composure. If life is a game, well, nigga, game over. Damn right, a nigga gon' flex. 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 Down in this bitch and I'm feeling like a bicep. Take a side steps from the haters that's on my steps. Know what life is and I grind about the privates. With a vice grip while I'm steady dodging vices. On the prizes, one focus, no surprises. Where your eyes is, they ain't seeing nothing like this. Dropping science, like my name is really Isaac. Know that I'm sick, but I never need a Heimlich, cause I never be chosen. Used to be broke, but never was broken. I came and spoken into existence, I should be quoted. This shit is golden. Was a black sheep, but I should be golden. Excuse my indulgence. I am just trying to live in the moment. Time is precious, I'm a die a legend. Y'all niggas so sweet, y'all diabetic. And you don't know shit, need to find a lesson. That's why your life always measured a lesson. Haters always come with incredulous questions, but you can't stop a nigga tether the blessings. That's why you forever next to the section, but never in this bitch. And while I'm in this bitch, damn right a nigga gon' flex. 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 Damn right a nigga gon' flex.
I mean, we can talk. We can definitely talk about it. Let's go. Oh, shoot. Hold on. All right, let's go. Let's get cracking. Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Flex My Network. Hope everyone's having a great evening, great day, wherever you are in this world. Now, my fan is turned up on max. It is hot. Now, they did say it was going to be a thunderstorm coming through, so who knows? But let me just turn that down a little bit. What's everyone saying, man? What's popping? What's popping? What's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? We locked in, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. We got some things to talk about. Now, don't get it twisted. I mean, everybody did talk about it already. So it's like, what do I got to say? It's like I seen Reed, I seen Koala, the main attraction. He said what he needed to say. I watched the whole live stream beginning to end. That's a rare occasion, but I'm glad it was in the afternoon. Okay, can we talk about that? Like everybody already talked about it, so I'm like, hey guys, hey, what's up? Hey, Flex here. Hey, yeah. What do I gotta say? What is there left for me to say? Huh? Oh shit, that is crazy. No, I still got some things I want to say as well. Don't get it twisted. But I ain't gonna lie. From what I had to what it is now, I only got about like 2-3 points. I'm sitting there, I'm reading, or not reading, I'm watching Read My Soul. I'm like, damn, I gotta cross that out. Damn, I gotta cross that out. Even Moni, like, I'm like, shit, son of a, oh, god damn. I'm crossing out everything. I'm like, oh, that was such a good way to say it. Why did I put it like that? But it was the same thing. Ugh. Jesus. But what's good? What's good? Oh, I know, Noah. Don't worry. I am well aware. Y'all all different. Well, We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Now, when you come over here, you know I lead with marketing and music, right? So, if you are familiar with what I do around here, then you kind of know where I'm going with where I'm going to start. And I'm sure a lot of people has talked about it. I'm sure a lot of people has mentioned it. But everything that you witnessed from beginning to end from the Culture United was all PR. Okay? Let's just start there first. But what's going on, everybody? What's popping? I see Noah. I see Jazzy. I see Miss Hummus. Oh, Miss Hummus is here. Oh, shut that up. I got Fame in here. I got Judy. There's Tiff on Twitch. Okay, who else we got in here? I see y'all. What's good? I swear I saw Connor. Oh, he must be asleep. Anyway. We got Daniel in here. Oh, my fault. That's what's up. Yeah, I see you, Daniel. I see you. What's good? But yeah, that was all PR. But here's the thing, though. A lot of people don't know the strategies when it comes to PR. Okay, that's another thing. That PR strategy that we seen, and mind you, don't get it twisted. That was definitely PR. But the whole occasion was definitely a therapy session. That was to make him feel better. The reason as to why you want to make him feel better in a situation that he started is beyond me. That's beyond me. All right? You want to sit there and talk about fans on the left side, talking about I love fans, I appreciate my fans, and then you're telling stories how you hate your fans. And now you want to talk about your core fans, but your core fans would never equate to 20 million records that you sold, that you like to flaunt, and that you like to have other people flaunt. So it's more than your core fans that actually helps you. Okay? Anybody knows, especially when you come around here, because I've been talked about it, if you want a real fandom, you're going to have to extend your hand in some certain places that it might not should be. But a fan is a fan. It's not my fault your fans are a little crazy. That's all I'm saying. Based on the stories that you were telling yesterday, I'm like, oh, I ain't going to lie. That's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. I understand why you would be pissed about fans in that moment, but you also need to understand those are the ones that still hold you down, even though they do stupid things. And you also got to consider the time period of what the regular fan did look like at the time, because fans do change from each time period over the years. Lupe called glasses. Oh boy, here we go. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna walk this one down the best I can, even though I don't got much to say. But the strategy that was used for PR was on a level of like social media kind of strategy. That was a social media strategy. You have the star of the show front and center on everybody's screen, and you got the team around the star, and what they created was a conversation by leading with lyricism, so that when it comes down to the main attraction, which is when you want to hear about Koala, it's gonna hit a lot harder, knowing that they started the show with the intention of cooling down the crowd. It's a sick and twisted mental way of just saying they used that show to just, I don't want to say it. Just think about like this. When was the last time you seen Culture United have about like 2.5 thousand people in the chat? And then you rage bait the chat for engagement. The same thing you want to flip on Koala, but you guys have your hands in the air. I ain't hear nobody say that yet. When it comes to marketing is neutral. It can be good and it can be bad. That was bad. Here's the thing. It was bad and good. It was bad for us, good for them. Basically. That's the twisted part, honestly. So now that you kind of set the table with the situation, now you go into little details. I mean, everybody talked about Nas, so I feel like I don't need to talk about the Nas point. Only that you don't understand where you are. Your demeanor that you had, your body language that was shown throughout the show. You looking out your window like you're making an order at McDonald's, like you want about 2 dozen apple pies. Like, you didn't want to be there. And there's certain context clues within that live where it's like, oh, this is definitely a PR stunt. You just won't notice them. That's the only thing. I don't know if everybody stuck around until he said, like, oh, am I good here? Am I done here? Well, KG, I appreciate you for your subscription. Thank you. That alone just said it all for me. We got Tiny in here? Tiny's back? What's good, Rich B? How you feeling? Holy, Tiny was popping. Oh, it's been a minute. What? We got the mods together. Kind of probably sleep, but it's okay. Holy. But yeah, it's nasty. Cause what happened yesterday, I see a lot of people saying culture divided. I think that's culture disconnected. I don't think you realize that the same people that show up for you consistently are the ones that you damn near spat in their face. You like to sit there and talk about capitalism. Well, that was a full display of you guys being on the other side. Especially with BK. What was that? What was all that she was saying? I don't know who I was disappointed more. Like, I don't know if I'm disappointed more with BK or if I'm more disappointed with Justin. I was actually, like, literally disappointed. I'm like, you of all people? Really? Bro, I swear to God, I was putting food together. I had the author fist. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. You just contradicted your whole existence. What? I was very disappointed with what I heard. It was actually very disappointing. So, what do I got? What do I got left? Because I did make some notes. Came to tears. It's sad. Because you know what? Here's the thing. And Miss Hummus, you're definitely new here. But, and first of all, I appreciate you for stopping by the way. That's amazing. Around here, okay, real quick. Who remembers when I used to talk heavy about, like, music industry news and information based on different videos, whether it's from Jay Nolan, Curtis King, if I'm watching who's that lawyer girl I used to watch? I still watch her from time to time, but she's more in like actual cases with AI like companies than actually talking about information and actual like industry fact and news. But like when I used to watch those videos, I came to the conclusion a long time ago, the fans are not even on the back burner of the stove. The fans are not even on the stove. They're only trying to make revenue, and they're only trying to do it in ways to convince you to be the fan. They don't even consider you guys fans anymore. They don't even use the word fans. They call you guys consumers because you're consuming what the artist is putting out, regardless if it's music or content. That's what you guys are known to. You are consumers. When Justin Hunt takes his platform and he's trying to pitch it to kind of like get more opportunities with different people behind the scenes in the industry, they're considering you guys consumers. because even you, us, me included, are consuming the content these guys are putting out, right? So it's so sick, but that's the business. The business is not nice. The business is wicked. They don't love y'all. They only want to use y'all and make you feel better while being used. Why? Because they fear. And here's the thing. I made a jot note on here saying, like, they fear the fans that have intelligence. I actually crossed out intelligence because, like, that can be a wide range of everybody still. It's they fear fans that have opinion, because the opinion, when you step into the realm, Lupe, you can't break that down. And the more fans that have opinion is the more weaker your armor gets. You see? I seen your earlier content a year ago, Flex. Not sure why I wasn't tapped after, but I'm here now. I appreciate you. Real talk. I appreciate you. It's just unfortunate. It's just really, really unfortunate. But Company Man is that far up there now. So it's not really a surprise for me to see what happened, because if anybody, for what? Who was in the Discord with me yesterday? I think I had Josh, I think I had Connor, and I think I had Tiff. I don't think you guys were all together at one point, but I know I had Josh, I know I had Tiff, and I know I had Connor in the Discord. And I told y'all what was gonna happen. At that point, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. That's why I was still shocked. What's good, Alex? How you doing? I see y'all on Twitch. Don't worry. But yeah, why? That's how much you wanted to cover Lupe's behind? Is that how much defense y'all needed to run? Was that how bad it looked, that it had to go down that route? If that's the case, that's a win for everybody in here. This is a win for everybody. Koalaholics, anybody a part of the Ville, Read My Soul, anybody in any other of the communities that are talking about this the right way. Because just like Read My Soul said in his live, everybody watched 30 seconds of this and ran with an opinion. 30 seconds and ran. They weren't there for the whole thing. Now, I was live. Okay, I did watch half. Then I got tired because that's when I busted my leg. My ass still can't walk. I'm out for like 6 months. Anyway, I fell asleep because I never slept the night before. But I did wake up off the next day. I did finish it. But it's, come on, bruh. Look at the individual that started, that ran into the comments. On top of that, you want to see something interesting? Okay, cause I made sure to do some research, bro. So we're gonna go on Koala's page for real quick, right? Because the way Lupe was talking, and this is also a feature that anybody can use, by the way. So if you look on my screen right now, if you use the search button and you type in Lupe Fiasco and search it, you're going to get every video where Lupe is mentioned. And the way Lupe was talking on Culture United, it was as if Koala's been making videos about him. As if he's been talking about him for a while. Could be a year. Sir, based on my count, and you can't include this one, you can only include up to here. But from when this started, it started 2 months ago with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different videos. There's only 5 videos. The 6th one was y'all conversation. This one is post conversation. I'm only seeing 5 videos when I search your name. All right? Sir, I think you have a problem. I think you have an emotional problem. And based on the stories that you were telling, I know for a fact that you've been through some things that has definitely affected you in ways a lot of us will never know. But at the same time, sir, come on. Let's keep it tall here. You're completely in the wrong here. You are completely in the wrong. And it's only sad that all the bigger content creators do not see it whatsoever. As soon as the conversation started, through their eyes, they knew they could not finish it. But, sir, this is the part of the game. You got to do the research. Because if you do the research and you look into Koala, then you're going to realize everything that Lupe is saying, that Lupe is talking about, is bold-faced lies coming out of his mouth. When did he ever talk out on his name like that? You got to remember, Lupe is up here, Koala's here. Lupe had to come down from where he is to come match energy. Why? What was the goal? What was the purpose? That's my question. It made no sense. It made zero sense. That is foolish. That is the first mistake. And honestly, your only major mistake, because everything else that went after that applies to your only mistake. That's the one biggest mistake you've ever made ever, period. Of all the things you can do to your career. Let's not forget the conversations that I have around here about character. I literally had a conversation about how veterans in the game, your character still matters regardless of how old you is or how old you get. Because you got to make sure that you maintain this thing. That's what I talk about a lot. Regardless if you 50, 60, 46, 56, 72, you still got to remain as you. Because that's all people are going to see you as. That's crazy to me. Do you drop the Discord if you want? If you want to drop the Discord, you can. You got to get the new you got to get the new Discord link from the actual Discord, because I'm pretty sure the link tree that I have should be working, but if it's not working, then you got to grab the Discord link from the Discord. But yeah, it's not good. It's really not good. Right? So now somebody's feelings is hurt, and it's not Koala's, because we know him. We've been watched him. We've seen his character over the years, over the amount of lives that we watch. We've seen him just react out of pocket. We've seen him when he's just crazy and wild. But at the same time, we've seen him when he's locked in. In that moment, he was locked in on his task. I don't think a lot of people understand, and every big content creator has been in this situation. When you have someone that famous in front of you, you got to stay on task. What was Koala's task? Keep that same energy. So what are we talking about then? Everything on Culture United. Everything on Culture United was completely wrong. Culture disconnected. It's disappointing as hell. And it's sad for me to say, because I would want to be on Culture United so I can talk that good talk and put Toronto on the map. Because that's where I'm from. What are we talking about? Huh? What are we talking about? Yo, shout out to Miss Hummus for a super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. You know, I want to give that proper representation for Toronto, because I know I can do it. That's not even a problem for me. That's easy work. Huh? When was the last time Friday was there? No disrespect, because we don't need to go that way today. But when was the last time Friday was there? I want my time. Right? One way or another, we're going to figure out how we're going to get up there. But right now, oh man, disconnected. And shout out to Read My Soul again, watching your live earlier today. What was it, this morning around like, what, 10 a.m.? Man, you lucky I woke up, I'll tell you that. But yo, watch your live, and then you said the words, L is his PR team. However sleep I was in that moment, I was awake with my eyes like, what? Bro, I was dumbfounded. What's good, boss lady? I see you. Holy, I'm like y'all remember when like the Guinness Book of World Records, and you have those people that like pop their eyes out and they try to measure how far the eye pops out the socket without coming out. My eyes were like that. I'm like, but the reason why I was like that because everything made sense to me. Every single thing makes sense to me. So let's go over to Google real quick, because I did explain it, but I need to show y'all what's going on, because a lot of people in here might not know or really understand strategies in public relations. So let's get a quick overview, because I wasn't born yesterday. I know it's right here. I know it is right here. So public relations strategies are comprehensive plans used to shape public perception, build credibility, and manage brand reputation. Can we just zoom in right here real quick? Can we just do that real quick? Can we just, sorry, I'm using my mouse pad, but can we just look at that real quick? What more do I need to say? What more do I need to prove to everybody here to confirm this? Just off of memory alone, for everybody that was in the room watching, that's exactly what happened from beginning to end. What happened to being with creators? What happened with creators? Creators this, creators that. What happened to that? Was that used to make everybody feel better so you can gain more subscribers? Or was that a lie? Well, either way you look at it, it's a lie regardless. But is that a lie? Period. What happened to this panel is my question. When did things change? That's rhetorical. But when did things change? Like, for real. What's good, Ron? I see you. We got the flex mob together. That's what's up. We got the flex mob together. All mods on deck. That's crazy. Josh here too? What more? What more? Do I have to read it again? Public relations strategies are comprehensive plans used to shape public perception, build credibility, and manage brand reputation. Public perception. Culture united. Build credibility. Lupe Fiasco's therapy session and all of his stories. Manage brand reputation. Disappointing all the fans. Disappointing the chat. Talking about how mad the chat was. Oh, don't worry. We got it right here too. So let me see. If I'm correct, I have the timestamp of 2 hours and 28 minutes in. So this is like way after they were singing happy birthday to L, everything like that. Or not L, BK, sorry. So from here I want to play this. And this is the part where I'm like, you guys are fully disconnected. Yo, Standemics, I'm just seeing this. Yo, Standemics, bro, what's popping? I'm just seeing this. I'm so sorry. That chat be moving quick, gang. Standemics, shout out to Standemics TV. Real talk. But let's go ahead and play this part.
False.
I love that point, L, because even like Lil Bill, who's a creator in the space, referred to it as the church. and how like loyal to the book or the text or the church you are, you know, and like that's kind of the relationship that you have with it. So it's like I think that in the superfan era, our ability to like bring balance and zoom out and like just grounded in truth and love for the game, like that's what makes a space like this so special, in my opinion. Because like everybody's going the super fan route, and like that shit's like low hanging fruit right now. So I don't know. I just appreciated the way that we could just have a normal ass fucking conversation that wasn't charged by some weird super fandom that like people were kind of hungry for and like thirsty for in the chat and egging that shit on.
I don't sound like a super fan. I know a lot of us in here are not super fans. Y'all tapped in with 30 seconds and ran with an opinion. I know it's 3 hours. I know it's 3 hours. I know a lot of people are going to look at Lupe like, bro, this man can say no wrong. That's cool. But Lupe in that moment, for those 3 hours,
they were kind of mad in the chat. And you know what? This is what I'm confused about in the chat. They mad as hell. This is what I'm confused about in the chat. Is that hunger not satisfied from this whole week of him crashing out?
Right, like 2 weeks.
Like, it's almost like, in some ways, and I want to make sure I say this with some respect, because if you upset with him, maybe it's like, I want to hear him get cussed out because I'm upset with him and I can live vicariously through that cuss out. But is there really something wrong with crash out? Let's have a conversation.
What crash out? If, in all honesty, if I go back to Koala and Lupe's like conversation, Lupe definitely crashed out, but based on their assumption of how they see it, they thought Koala crashed out. That's why I'm like, what crash out? Koala was on task. Stay on task. In any content creator, in any situation like that, you stay on task. That's it. You do what you do. Not do what you do best. You do what you do.
About what happens. We don't know. It could be another kind of crash out tomorrow. We don't know. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. But it's like, is it really that terrible if we stop and say, nigga, what is your problem? What is going on? Tell us about you. What the fuck is going on? Because we just seeing this shit and it looks crazy. I think it's some value in that. And I'm sorry for the people who are a little bit, you could tell that some people are a little bit disappointed. Like, you know, y'all didn't hold him accountable, but I think we did.
See, this is the part where I'm like, the whole system here is just done. Because, let me just go back a little bit.
Y'all didn't hold him accountable.
And then focus on this man right here.
I think we did.
The eye roll is
go on an apology
crazy.
tour. You know what? Like, what do we want? We want the Royal Rumble. Is that what we're asking for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I understand the need to
jazzy facts
revel in someone else getting put in their place, I guess. But I personally feel like the things that people are telling, or at least in the chat that I've seen, I mean, on super chat side that I've seen, the things that they're saying they're disappointed in, he's already actually addressed. Exactly. Right. So what do we want? Like just another? Do we want to?
Did he address ABSA? I'm sure everybody that knew what was going on, that was in that chat speaking up, was still waiting for something about ABSA. I knew that for a fact. I know. Sir, what?
That I've seen. The things that they're saying they're disappointed in, he's already actually addressed. Exactly. Right. So what do we want? Like just another? Do we want another want him to address this again? You know what I mean? Like, just in general, you know, from a media standpoint, from a journalistic standpoint, there are certain. If someone goes on to the Tonight Show on Monday and then the Today Show on Tuesday, and they've already talked about something on the Tonight Show, might not be the biggest priority on the Today Show, because from a news standpoint, you've already gotten the news already has that story. It's already out there. So now you're reiterating something that's already in the space. I think about things like that as my overall point. But
Thanks.
I'm also not somebody, y'all know me. I don't be out here just doing stuff to get people mad. When's the last time you saw me make anything that was just solely based on fighting? Like, I don't know what the expectation is, but
You know what the expectation is. And then reading Gemma's point right here, Justin never addressed it. Oh God, hold on, let me find it again. He tripled down on Absa on any dot questions, as even Justin admitted today he did not want to answer it. Here's the thing now. This is what Culture United is going to be. There's no changing this anymore. This is what they decided. This is what it's going to be now. We're not going to go back. We're going to use this structure to keep moving forward, because this from this formula that we have created, we can reach more people in the industry to come onto this YouTube channel to have conversations with me and have a bunch of subscribers watch. That's their formula. Pay attention to the formula. Aside from, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because if I fully break it down, it's not going to be a good exposure. I'll tell you that. I don't want to do it. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I've done figured it out already. I just don't want to do it. Oh, because when you think long term, there's a lot of different ways where this can go. But right now, they're aiming industry-wise. Everything is set up for industry to be contenders, to be a part of the conversation while still being here on YouTube. That's the goal. That's the idea. That's why you see a lot of new faces there. That's why he linked up with Stat Quo. It's not good. This is the PR fix. Alex, facts. Facts, fully. Justin's platform is big enough to where he should have felt, oh my goodness, should have felt responsible to address it. Absolutely. But at the same time, it's his decision. And when you think about this situation, hold on, what's going on? Yo, shout out to Miss Hummus for being a member. That's what's up. I appreciate you. You probably get all the hidden Drake content I got. Oh, shout out to Miss Hummus. I appreciate you. Nah, Gemma, that's what it is. Because when you break it down, and you got to break it down in a way where everybody can understand. They're aiming for higher reach. They want to aim higher in the industry to bring other people that are reputable in the industry down here to talk with people in the chat. The thing is, and Lupe kind of said it too, where he's talking about fans will get you killed. First of all, maybe your fans based on your history, but it's not a universal thing. That is not a universal thing whatsoever. Fans will take care of you. When you see, that's how you know they don't know what they're talking about. Not a single person knows what they're talking about. Not a single person did their history. Because if you tune into any live stream that Koala has, those fans are protecting him. Every single fan is protecting him. They're showering him with love, energy, positive energy. And there's nothing y'all can do that's going to stop that. And remember what I was saying from yesterday's live when it comes to this situation, because I knew this was going to happen. You either hear it from me on the live or in the Discord, but either way, I knew this was going to happen. What's the one thing I said yesterday? Bruh, when it comes down to it, there's nothing you can do. So the only thing you can do is just continue to support. That's the same thing I said yesterday. That's the only thing that's going to keep all of them to shut up, like straight, is continue your support. Lupe trying to sit there and talk about he's not going to get a job. Sir, with his credentials, he can get a sponsorship. What job? What job? All he has to do is land the right sponsorship. And his job is to maintain that sponsorship. Do y'all know what kind of money you can get from ads? Forget a job. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about sponsorship money. Sponsorship money will get you paid. Okay? Never forget that. Sponsorship money will, not could, not might, will. The more that you build, the more of a community you create, that sponsorship money gonna take care of you, boy. Ain't nothing can change that. But look what his fans have taken him out of. He don't got no more food stamps. That's because of the koalaholics. The koalaholics has blessed him, has praised him, changed his life. That's exactly what they've done. And then when I see everybody in them chats, everybody speaking, I'm reading everything, paying attention. Hey, y'all know, who was it? It was Josh and Connor. We were in the Discord. Usually with Culture United, we watch it together. We have watch parties and we talk. I think Alex was there too. Alex was there for a little bit before she had to go. Exhibit Alex. But that's what we do. In our Discord, we sit around, we chilling in the lounge. You know, I share my screen and we watch it together. That's what we do. Okay. That's how we watch Culture United. Because that's how I thought that was supposed to be. Like, that's like main TV kind of vibes. Like, you know? It's crazy. Well, we got Vibrant in here. Oh, what's good, Vibrant? I see you. What's up? When you watch Koalas live, you're witnessing what divine protection pretty much looks like through YouTube. When he's sitting there going through the chat, making sure he sees everybody. When he's shouting out content creators like me, Miss Hummus, Absa, Torture Talk, Read My Soul, Vil, Jason, We Are Deciphered, Crew. When he's shouting out everybody. Bro, come on, bro. That's real community. That's what coming together is supposed to look like. You know? Queen, definitely. That's what I thought too. But it's not. They lost the plot. There's a problem. Going back to fans and consumers. Bro, like I said before, they fear a fan with opinion because it breaks down their whole structure. That's why they're changing so many things in front of us to not include the fans. When I talk about all these brands and the changes that they made, I've had this conversation one too many times. But when they talk about when I talk about all the brands and the changes that they made to make themselves look better, but by doing that, they're disconnecting themselves from the same people that give them money. And now they're trying to sit there and figure out why this is not working when this is supposed to be the superior plan. because you forgot that you're supposed to be always connected to the fans. You're always supposed to be connected to the consumer, because that's going to let you know what you're supposed to put out. Look at the disconnect in music. Look at the disconnect with all these artists dropping subpar shit because they forgot what their fans want. They just want something good to enjoy. Y'all trying to think too hard and try to figure out what we need when sometimes you just got to go back to your basics. In the time period that we're in, because remember, man, it's like I'm talking and I'm going down memory lane of all the things I've talked about. When I sit here and I talk about the shift in music, God, the amount of times I've talked about it. The amount of times I've talked about the shift in music on this channel is crazy. But when you look at the shift in music, like I've said so many times, every decade, sound evolves. Sound changes. When you go back to the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and then you stop at the 2010s. Why you stop at the 2010s? Because a lot of people's been partying for a long time. Okay, if you really want to, you can break down the 2010s going from 2010 to 2016. Why? What movie came out in 2016 that changed the landscape for partying forever? There's only one movie that did that. That was goddamn what? What was it? Project X? Yo, when Project X came out, bro. Now, if I'm correct, it came out in 2016. But either way, that era of 2016, that party era, people are still in that shit today. We've been long overdue for a change in music. But because the industry has been feeding the fans or feeding the consumer a certain kind of music for so long, you burnt out the consumer, because now the consumer is a greedy SOB and they are demanding more. The problem is the industry is burnt out. They don't know what to do. Okay. Like, let's keep it tall. Like, the industry don't know what to do anymore. So now they scrambling and scraping, trying to figure things out, and it's not looking good. Don't kill me, Quickie. Hey, is that Tiptoe Joe? What's good, bro? How you feeling? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, I'm hearing sounds. What's going on? Big Sis, super chat, $5. I appreciate you. Thank you. Nah, for real, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Honestly. Culture United. Lupe Fiasco. I hope you comfy, Nick. I hope you comfy because you had your little therapy, so you must be feeling better now. You know what I'm saying? You probably sipping on some coconut milk or something, or some coconut water or whatever. Huh? You probably have your feet up, smiling, think you won. Sir, you did not. You took an L that day. Because the fact that your situation, your poor thinking that you had in that moment, I'm hearing sounds again. Queen B, I appreciate you for being a member. Thank you so much. But by your poor thinking and your poor judgment and poor actions, by coming down here thinking that you can rule and run things and sit there and talk about how, oh, I want to make sure I keep my enemies close. Sir, why? Anybody that has enough on their plate, the last thing they want is to keep an eye on their enemy. Why? That's my question. He needs to go back to his daddy Drake is crazy. But real shit though, the way he's trying to defend himself, the way he's trying to change narratives, talk about how titles were changed. I'm sitting there, I'm seeing the same title that I clicked on to get into that live. What titles were changed? You're lying through your teeth. And you sat there and lied in front of almost what? 2,500 people? It's the lies that bothers us. It's the lies that look at you as a disappointment. You should be grateful for having L as a PR team because at face value, it worked. But as soon as you get into things, it didn't work. And okay, this was so funny. Who was the one that asked me that, yo, if Lupe Fiasco hired you as PR, would you do it? Who was the one that asked me that? What's good, Brianne? I see you. But who was the one that asked me that? I forgot who asked me that. But I remember the answer that I give him. Because I'm like, I sat there and I looked at my computer screen. I'm like, sure. Yeah, I'll do it. Why? Because it never works. It's literally, yo, let me tell you something. PR, public relations. If you truly know about it, then you will sit there and understand why it's a scam. Anybody can do it. Does it work? No. Oh my God. Of course, for certain brands and certain companies, it does work. Okay? The bigger the brand, the more money that they pay. Like, what more do I need to say? The better the job is going to be, right? Plain and simple. It's just basic shit. But for a quick money grab, nigga, you better give me that shit, nigga. What the fuck? Oh, that was you, Quickie? It's a scam. It's half the time it's a scam. Because why it's a scam? Most of the times, okay, think about it like this. I'll give you a simple example. I don't even have to give you a specific example. When was the last time you seen a statement that was complete bullshit? Just name anything, any brand, any company that put out a statement that was some grade A bullshit. What do you think that is? That's PR. What do you think they did? Chat GPT. How long do you think that took? 5 minutes. Man, come on. That's a scam, bruh. You better take that money. You better take that goddamn money, bro. So there's a flex mob and a shadow mob. Yep, there is. What's the difference? Okay, so I'm glad you asked that. The difference is, so anybody that's in the flex mob is in the chat. Anybody that's lurking in the background is the shadow mob. And we appreciate all people equally. Unless they do otherwise. All right, so I give my appreciation to the flex mob and I give my appreciation to the shadow mob. You know, to all the lurkers in the shadows, shout out. To everybody in the chat, flex mob. We got Raina in the chat. I see you, Raina. What's up? How you feeling? Who got a problem? Hey, Tiff, it's cool. Ain't nobody got a problem. Okay, we cool around here. You know? Yeah, that's what we do around here, you know? I don't think I got much points left. I wanted to keep it mainly on public relations and just what actually happened on the Culture United, you know? Oh, look, a spam call. Yeah, we're gonna hang up on them, motherfucker. I mean, I could talk about festivals too. I could talk about festivals. But then if I start talking about festivals, then it wouldn't expose Lupe Fiasco's pockets. But at the same time, if anybody understands the breakdown of how artists are paid at festivals, that ain't something to flex, gang. Unless you're like headlining, sure. If you're a headliner, sure, but it depends on that festival, bruh. That's the main thing. If you are a headliner for a festival, you are getting a good amount of payment. Okay, but at the same time, if your name is hard to read on a festival brochure or a festival kind of post, I hate to break it to you, bruh. Whatever payment you trying to flex on people, nah. Not the case. So be careful when you throw around talking about pockets. Sit there want to tell people that Koala broke, BK. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Shout out to these timestamps, by the way. Where is it? Fans get their artists killed. Here we go. 59 minutes.
Shows with in multiple cities for years, and people keep asking me, why does it look like Lupe is putting himself in positions to make people look at him as if he's a hater, as if he's elevating these people who are critical of him? And I never really have an answer other than, I understand the value of protecting your name, but I'm looking at Billboard magazine today or yesterday, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, is this a headline that actually makes sense for what it is that Lupe actually feels?
BK, you were gonna chime in? I'm address something with Billboard directly, but BK, you gonna chime in?
I was just gonna say, just speaking to like, I think the medium, especially on YouTube and Twitter, in this period of late stage capitalism, niggas is broke and need money at the baseline.
Niggas be broke.
And
what festival is the one at Toronto, Flex? Is it a good one? The only festival that we have that's been successful here in Toronto is Veld. But Veld over the years has only been like mainly EDM with some like hip hop artists. Over the years they added like some artists that are like what people want, and then they would have like Caribbean artists. So it's kind of cool because they also, the thing with Veld is that Veld is at the same time as Caravana. So for anybody that's familiar with Caravana in Toronto, that's the Caribbean festival that we have here. Yeah, man, me a Caribbean, you see it. Why are they bought? But Veld is like, it's like EDM mainly like festival. We had Rolling Loud, but of course of the OVO and EXO beef that happened at Rolling Loud, and whoever was busting caps in VIP, that was the one and only time we had Rolling Loud, and it doesn't want to come back. And on top of that, the amount of artists at Rolling Loud that were supposed to perform but couldn't get across the border, Rolling Loud looked at that and is like, why would I want to come back here knowing that most of our artists, our main hits, can't come here? That's foolish. So yeah, Veld is like the only main festival. I think, I don't know if we're getting, there's another one. There's another one that's pretty good. Osheaga? I think it's Osheaga, but it's not in Toronto. Osheaga's by the beach, so you got to go out like, what was it, out like east? Out east, I think, to go and get that. But it is, hey, Osheaga's pretty good too.
Super facts.
And the medium
The Wagwan, the Lala, I'm not doing none of
rage
that.
bait. And if it rewards rage bait by boosting your SEO in the algorithm, that means more eyeballs, that means more money. And so, of course, it's just a breeding ground for hitting at the root of human.
Ron, OVO Fest is expensive. A lot of people really don't go. And with the economy right now, the best thing they can do is lower them prices, because I promise you. And on top of that, it's not really a big thing. Like, OVO Fest is not really like a huge thing. It's like, if you got bands, you're going to be there. But not everybody be going like that for real for it to be like a hot thing.
And like human emotions, like Lupe just said, like, I'm a human being. And so when I see my face on a thumbnail, I'm going to click it, right? Like it's like it hijacks you, no matter like how much you know and how aware you are and how like
you're talking about
cognitive
the CNE?
you are of the meta, like it's still gonna maybe hit that nerve. And so I would invite everyone to like use the block button more and the mute button more. That's been like my saving grace, because I love to like jump down people's throat, especially, oh my God, like Drake stands in period. But like the Drake fans that have like circled back to one of my videos that's in that bitch, I'm responding to every single one of them. So like I'm no better than the nigga that's on the fucking thumbnail or whatever the fuck. But I think it is curious to, you know, wrap it back to like Justin's point, why this same kind of story of like Lupe and Dot, or Lupe and the word resentment or whatever keeps getting brought up. There's a bait element. There's a like, I think still getting to the root of like that real human emotion of like, I'm just not gonna sit here unless you fucking say shit that's like disparaging to me or untrue or whatever. So I don't know. I think that it's symbiotic. The people want the rage bait. You participate in it because you can't help it to a certain extent, because that's just a part.
The people want you to admit that you're wrong. That's not rage bait. That's called taking accountability. The whole chat just wanted you to take accountability for your actions. And instead of us sitting there hearing you and letting the people know how wrong you is and actually take that accountability, we sat there for your therapy session to see you laugh and have a smile on your face, tell your stories that give you pain and cold sweats and nightmares. Like, accountability, sir. That's all we wanted. It had nothing to do with rage bait. It had nothing to do with rage baiting. If you think everybody in that chat is there for rage baiting, you are completely wrong. You should have known better. You should have done your research. Koala should have been there too. Because I felt like a moment on Culture United, if this is the culture for real, I feel like we should be able to have something go on where it's like we can hash something out. Regardless if you want to have Lupe on first and then surprise everybody by bringing Koala on, fine. Do your PR that you want to do. Bring Koala in so he can talk and give y'all what's going on, what happened, why I was acting like that. Do you understand how much that would have benefited this space? This doesn't benefit the space whatsoever. You just showed what you're using this space for. And I'm disappointed, man. Like, listen, I don't think a lot of people know, like, for anybody that's, like, been on this channel, do you understand how hard I was trying to, like, make sure that we, like, be making this channel bigger so we can be up there with them, so we can be on Culture United, so we can be part of the panel, be part of the conversation. I know I'm in Canada, okay? But with all the videos that I've done, let's keep it tall. Like, come on, bro. Yo, I was working my ass off, man. What the hell? Holy. JP was good. I know, Judy. It's just an example, just an idea of what could have happened. I'm not saying that's what's supposed to happen. That's not what I'm saying. All right? So, it is what it is. Don't kill me. BK was a big disappointment. Wow, words are hard. Big disappointment. Justin was a disappointment. L was a disappointment. What's dude's name? I forgot his name. Duan. Disappointment. Mickey Fax, honestly, out of everybody, Mickey Fax stayed on task. He stayed on task. He did what he needed to do in that moment, and it was fairly, and I say fairly neutral. So, is what it is. Oh, JP, that's so crazy that you say that. F all this CU stuff. Let's be our own CU out here on these streets. Yeah. Over here at the Flexion Mind Network, we have a panel called the Consumer Group Chat. We have about like what? I say about like 4 or 5 episodes out. If you want conversation, the Consumer Group Chat, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to J Tom, King Hammer, NK, Lightwalker, and Aya for being a part of it. Shout out to everybody that's been on the Consumer Group Chat. All right, if you want a panel that where we be talking that talk, Consumer Group Chat, ladies and gentlemen, the CG. All right, there go J Tom right there. Consumer Group Chat, bruh. Real talk. Episode 1 is a banger. Tap in, y'all will like it. Oh, J Tom be talking. Yeah, stay tuned for the next Consumer Group Chat. It's going to be very interesting. Okay, so stay tuned. Hey, Gemma, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, we be doing our thing around here. When I say I be building, I am not joking. Come on, bro. I got like 1,400 videos for a reason. I've been doing this. WCG, facts. You tapping for sure? All right, I appreciate that. What more can I say about this, man? I think I said everything I needed to say. And I wanted to make sure that we have a unique conversation over here as well. So I think we did everything we needed to do. Content creators. I mean, y'all know what to do, bro. We just got to keep being great. See, Koala had an article on Billboard, bro. Koala's a content creator on YouTube, formerly known as Breezy Nice battle rapper, but be here on YouTube now with Koala T Reacts and the Koalaholics. He is a content creator, and this fiasco made it to Billboard as an article. The sky's the limit for content creators. Not saying that you're going to get a Billboard article, but the possibilities of great things happening for content creators, as long as you stay on your grind, as long as you stay great, as long as you stay outstanding, as long as you have your character, as long as you're unique, as long as you just stay you and do not change, guaranteed. That's all I got to say. All right, guaranteed. All right, as long as I stay me, I know something's going to crack around here. It's just a matter of time. We got Koala in here? For real? Where? Nice and breezy? Or am I bugging? Am I bugging? I seen Judy like, Koala! I'm like, is he here? Where? But nah, that's all we got to do. We just got to stay on task, stay consistent. You know, video a day is going to keep the doctor away. Well, I mean, not for me, but just keep following that idea, all right? Just, you know, a video a day will keep the doctor away. Just, you understand what I'm talking about, all right? Just like, be consistent. Just be consistent. God, man. Oh, I mean, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, for anybody that's just here, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So if we're okay, content creators, right? So this one's for all the content creators, right? Cool. Let's go to the Flex Your Mind network for some certain content, right? So for anybody that knows, or for anybody that follows me, or if anybody like kind of like understands, you know, like what I'm about. So at that point, you would also understand that I am a big fan of streetwear culture. Funny enough, Complex held me down in college. Okay, Complex was my thing in college, right? I loved Complex. I loved sneaker shopping. My sneaker collection, all my drip in the closet over there. When it comes to fashion, I had my own fashion brand. I had my own actual like brand. Not merch on YouTube. That's different. That's supposed to come soon, okay? Fourth Wall is bugging right now. Okay? Cuz they trying to like guide me down the wrong path. So everything's made, but Fourth Wall needs to lock in with me and fix my goddamn account, cuz y'all think you're going to sit there and try to give me, "Oh, would you please give us your American institution number?" Motherfucker, I'm Canadian. Anyway, y'all know, or anybody that does know, y'all know I love fashion. Y'all know I love anything to do with fashion culture, right? So when we come here and we go to this live that I did at Complex Con. Shout out to Complex Con. All right. Then you would understand that at this event, I did have a certain opportunity to meet a very famous individual at this event. So, I mean, content creators, when I say anything is possible, who's that with the red hat on the goddamn screen? Anything is possible, all right? You just do what you do best, and you just be great. And you just might have a very crazy and insane encounter where you meet goddamn Top Dog. Like, it's possible. This happened at Complex Con 2025 in Las Vegas. All right? Shout out to everybody that was watching that live, because that was a hell of a live. All right? Josh, it doesn't work. Yo, Quickie, shut the fuck up. So, I mean, I'll play the video. It's not like I'm just gonna like. Hold on. You're the Top Dog. What's good, brother? How you doing, man? Salute to y'all. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all. How you doing, man? Yes, sir, man. That's crazy. Motherfucker, that was Top Dog. That was what the fuck? That was Top Dog. I'm gonna keep it tall with you. I was dumbfounded. Okay, I was mad dumbfounded. I'm like, hey, Noah, yes, sir. What's good, Shirley? BK is disappointing, as if they talked about this before it came on, because why would he say chime it to BK? You want to chime in? Yeah, that was scripted. It was damn near scripted. I'm letting everyone know. I'm letting everyone know it's possible, bro. Anything possible. I was on Cloud 25. Girl, you know what? You ain't wrong. Hey, Top Dog, who the F they think they playing with? Yeah, starstruck. Yeah, look at him. Oh, shoot. But Shirley, yeah, nah, it was damn near, I wouldn't say scripted, but there was definitely a plan. And BK, or not BK, but L was the mastermind behind that plan. That's a fact. All right. All right, Josh, no. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay, I was still walking. I was walking fine. My head was just like, you know the emoji when I'm dead, like. So yeah, I think we covered everything we kind of like need to cover, right? So, shout out Mookie Moods. What we got today? Day of Reacts, my guy. Whoa, TDE Punch speaks to Lupe Fiasco and confronts him about his Kendrick Lamar comments. Well, would you look at that? Well, looks like we got a reaction, ladies and gentlemen.
It looks like TDE.
Shout out to Vil. Man, it's hot, bro. I just keep sweating. Damn. All right, let me hit this record button. Check out your vid. We can check it out after, J-Tom. Just remind me, because, I do be forgetting. Real shit. All right, we good. All right, y'all still with me? Because, my OBS be bugging sometimes. W stream, yo, facts. You want to hear my thoughts? Okay, bet. We can do that. That's not a problem, J-Tom. We can definitely do that. All right, everybody still with me? Twitch is still with me, and YouTube is still with me? Because, sometimes my OBS be bugging. So I want to make sure everybody's still here with me, bro. Everybody, if everyone's still here, we can lock in and get started. We here? All right, sensational. We definitely yeah. Wait, YouTube got disconnected? Hold on. Wait a minute. Yo, let me check real quick. Because sometimes, listen, I'm trying my best with the internet that I got. Oh, big success with the salutes. But is it done? Like, y'all scaring me right now, bro. We out, Ski? Wait, we out? What? We inside? Hey, I just got to make sure, because, listen, sometimes my internet is not the best. So I got to make sure that I'm still, locked in on YouTube as well. Looks like I'm still live. So shout out to everybody in the chat right now, bro. We're going to go ahead and lock in with this video right here by the Vil. TDE Punch speaks on Lupe Fiasco and confronts him about his Kendrick Lamar comments. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tapped in with the Flexion Mind Network, all right? You tapped in with Big Canada around here, okay? So with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel and network. Let's go ahead and dive in and get started with this bad boy right here. All right, let's go.
It looks like TDE Punch decided to step in in this Lupe fiasco, no pun intended, he decided to come in and see what was going on with all the things that Lupe has been saying for the past several days. All the things circulated around Kendrick Lamar. People have been saying that all of these live streams that he's joined, he comes off very jealous of Kendrick Lamar. And some people say that he comes off very bitter. And after the recent live that he did with Culture United, it looks like TDE Punch has decided to come in and talk to him and see what's going on personally, not on a live stream, but through a private conversation.
As you
where TDE
should.
Punch has now went in public and said that not only did he have this conversation, but also that they found some type of resolvement and that there's no real static between Lupe and Kendrick Lamar.
Connor.
Now, TDE and Lupe have had a solid relationship. It wasn't too long ago where Lupe was on Absol's album. So there has always been this mutual respect between the label, the people affiliated with Kendrick Lamar, and Lupe Fiasco. But when he goes on live streams and talks to other people, it seems to give off a different attitude. It seems to be the other way around. However, after TDE Punch had spoken to him, he said that everything is all good. Punch comes out here and says, just had a great conversation with Lupe. It's all love and respect on both ends. We spoke about context, misunderstandings, misinterpretations, and intentions. Spoke about everything from the Monster Freestyle and the 2010 live stream up until his recent visits on various podcasts. It's no smoke, LOL. Just lighthearted, friendly hip-hop conversation. Everyone relax. Respect the art form. Now, two things to tackle in this post that he had shared. One is obviously the 2010 live stream. If you don't know, there has been a clip going around of Kendrick Lamar and Punch talking on a live stream, and Lupe's name gets brought up, and where Punch says that Lupe isn't like that anymore. We'll play the clip right now.
The most lyrical MC since Eminem? Eminem is a monster. When you put me up against that white boy, but I ain't backing down though. Eminem's the best. Eminem holds the throne for playing on words, the best all time. The best on playing on words.
Eminem is probably somebody who should be in the conversation for rap battles. Y'all can tell me how you feel about Eminem. I personally always thought that Eminem was one of the best lyricists to ever do it. The best with playing on words and perfect rhyming, all that. You tell me how you feel about that. But Kendrick seems to know ball.
Of all time. Who want to argue? We still got Lupe. We talking about Eminem here. Eminem plays on words the best of all time. Punch. Tell me everything I'm supposed to be saying, Punch. Because Punch got the shit down to the signs. I'm gonna let y'all see. I'm gonna be the puppet for Punch right now. Pause. Best timing, best play on words.
So the chat brings up Lupe after Kendrick had spoke on Eminem. And when the question came about Lupe, let Punch answer that, and I'll give you Punch's response. Not Kendrick's response. He's giving Punch's response.
Big L. Lupe fell off.
Damn.
I am still Punch as Lupe fell off. Y'all agree?
And I want to echo this again. This is Punch saying this. This is why Punch is talking about that on his post today. It's because of what he said. This is not Kendrick saying it.
They killing you, Punch. They say you crazy. Well, Punch say Lupe Fiasco doing too many fairy tale raps. It ain't organic and realistic anymore.
Oh my God. Here we go again. Fairy tale raps is crazy. And I see why they had this conversation.
Yo, that is wild. I literally just missed it. I don't even know what that said, but I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm sorry I missed that.
Conversation. I'm sure Lupe didn't like that even now, many years later, a decade plus later, and they're barely having this conversation now. I feel like the conversation between Lupe and Punch was very different than it is online. I'm sure that Lupe's tone changed a lot. We'll keep it alleged, but I don't think that he was going as crazy as he was on the internet. Fairy tale rhymes is diabolical. Too much make-believe, too much fairy tale, too much nonsense. And this is back in 2010. Another thing that Punch had said during the fairy tale comment was that it doesn't seem real anymore. He said it ain't organic or realistic anymore. And I think that's a valid point from Punch. I think that's just the criticism or commentary that he's decided to give back in 2010 during this random live stream. But again, music is subjective. And what goes for you is not going to go for anybody else. What people appreciate.
See, if we're going to be talking about 2010, bro, I just got a question, man. I kind of talked about it earlier when we were chatting. But, bro, 2010. That's when Nothing on You came out with like the Bruno Mars project, right? If you were awarded or given that feature, Nothing on You, where you were supposed to take B.O.B's spot, but because you didn't want it, B.O.B got that. if we're talking about a career launch for you to come back, nothing on you would have been perfect. Sir, you could just say yes. Bro, I remember that song. That song flew everywhere. That whole project Bruno Mars put out flew everywhere. What the hell? Should have used that to your advantage.
Somebody else might not rock with, and that's just fair game. That's how it is when people are listening to music. When they critique the music that they're listening to, they're going to have a different feel for it. If that's the way that Punch felt at the time, that's the way that he felt. You can't knock him for that. Some might agree, some might say that he's tripping, but the fact that it's got to the point where they have to have a conversation about that 16 years later, on top of the other things that have been going on, him going on Quality, him going on Culture United, the Rap Roundtable, on Jason's, everything, bro. It's crazy how now they had to have these conversations about everything that could have bothered him, including the Monster Freestyle, where Kendrick did name Lupe.
Think about it. Every platform that he went to was just a mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, to the point where Punch is like, all right, nigga, come here. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you because you running around wilding. You running around on these YouTube streets wilding. All right, come inside. Let me talk. We got to talk. We got to sit down and talk. Because the way you moving outside, you wilding. The hell? All right, this is where you play.
Okay. Back in 2010, again, around the same time where Punch had made that statement on the live stream, is where Kendrick did name Lupe Fiasco. And to be honest, before Control, there was the Monster Freestyle. I think this was a similar thing that Kendrick did, where he named all the people that he wanted to be better than. And one of those people was Lupe Fiasco. I'm going after Kanye, Lupe Fiasco and Nas, Snoop Dogg and Mr. Dre, Eminem, Busta Rhymes. So I get it, bro. Like, this was the first time that he named Lupe, put him in a rhyme. So if Punch is having a conversation with Lupe about this freestyle, also, I could only assume that there was something bothering him about this. We'll keep it alleged. But if they're having a conversation many years later, I could only assume that this rubbed him the wrong way, just like the Control verse rubbed him the wrong way. And there is many things that have bothered Lupe over the years. He talks about it a lot in Culture United. He talked about it in several other podcasts. But on this episode yesterday, it felt like he was getting a lot of things off his chest. Some things not even pertaining to the conversation at hand, not even pertaining to Kendrick Lamar. It was just a whole bunch of things I felt like bothered him. And he took time to be on this platform to vent and get it off of his chest. And at the same time, it feels like a lot of his frustrations aren't really at Kendrick. It seems like a lot of his frustrations are at the fans. And sometimes, I guess, when he brings up Kendrick, or when Kendrick gets brought up, there's signs of bitterness or jealousy, because he never got the support from the fans like Kendrick does. The support that Kendrick has is enormous. It's such at a high level. And I think that's the support that Lupe always wanted, but never could get. The one thing that I will say is that if Lupe could have these conversations in private, I don't know why he just doesn't admit these things in public. If everything is a misunderstanding, if everything is spoken out of context or a misinterpretation, why doesn't he correct the narrative where it started, which was in these live streams, in people's channels? Why does he have to have a conversation with Punch in private to admit that everything was a mistake? I think the apology needs to be just as loud as the disrespect. If he was willing to talk this crazy online, not only about Kendrick, he said some crazy shit about other people. I think there's a clip going around of him talking crazy about Nas. There was so many things that he would say, and the fact that he is willing to just correct himself in private instead of correcting himself in public, just like he's been disrespecting in public, it only makes me question if he truly means it. I think Punch having this conversation with Lupe was him trying to check his temperature. But I think Lupe, like always, is trying to talk himself out of a conversation, trying to weasel way out of the disrespect that he's been doing for the past few days. And it just goes to show the moment that the person that he has a problem with, or the camp that he has an issue with or been talking about in a negative light, confronts him, he decides to say it's a misunderstanding. You could tell me if I'm missing something here, but I think the apology needs to be louder than the disrespect. If you're willing to have this conversation in private, I think you should just correct yourself in public, since that's where it started from. Either way it goes, I hope after this conversation, Lupe could put everything to rest. Hopefully now he doesn't decide to join people's live streams anymore. Hopefully now he could stop saying out-of-pocket shit. But honestly, I'll find that hard to believe. At this point, I think it's embedded in his DNA. We'll see how things go moving forward, but y'all can tell me how you feel about this, what you think about the conversation that happened last night with Culture United. I'll probably go live and talk about that, react to that. Y'all let me know in the comment section. How do you feel about this news today? Let me know in the comments. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate to the channel, the Cash App's the top right corner of the video, and the link is in the description for the Patreon also. Let me know how you feel about this, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Keep it a legend.
It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Look, first of all, who said it? I forgot who said it. But man, this thing with Koala, bro, he really be reuniting with people because of that. Koala just out here just bringing other people together. Look at him being great. Excuse-moi. But I mean, what more can I say? I mean, I'm pretty sure I sat here and talked for like an hour and a half straight off this. But bro, you did this to yourself. That's what people are not getting. These bigger channels are not understanding that. They're not getting that. That's crazy. That is crazy. How you guys not understanding this? He did it to himself. If you just understood the situation, did some light research, you would have figured it out. He made himself look crazy in front of all of us. And now they're trying to spin narratives, trying to say Koala's crazy. Koala's broke. Yo, come on. I never thought on the YouTube spaces I hear another woman calling the next man broke. Come on, bro. God, broke? Brokey? Broke? Come on, bro. Serious? Of all the live streams, too. Why? That's the part that I don't get. Of all the live streams, it had to be on Culture United. I hear that from. That's the disappointing part. Koala say, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I swore I saw somebody say it in the chat here though. That's the only thing. But yeah, this situation, man, it's shout out to all the right channels, okay? Vil, Reed, who else? Torture, Miss Hummus. I know she gonna talk. But shout out to all the right channels, man. Just shout out to all the right channels, cause all these other channels, man. If this how y'all protect your great, ay. Ay. You know why? Yeah, I know. I already know the answer, unfortunately. I think I said it yesterday, to be honest. Did I say it yesterday or did I say it in the Discord chat? That's the real question, because in the Discord chat, what I was saying, and it's like, it's nothing like anything major or like super like thought-provoking, but it's like artists are sensitive. This is a known fact. Artists are sensitive. You hear this all the time from industry greats, whether if it's an executive or anybody that's in marketing. When they sit down on those podcasts and they're speaking their truth, one thing they say about these artists is that they're mad sensitive. So the best thing you can do if you're working in the industry like that is to make sure that the artist is catered to. That's Culture United. Yeah, there you go, Connor. I said it in voice chat. Yeah, I did say it in voice chat. Yeah, artists are very sensitive. And in the industry, the best thing you can do is cater to the artists. Why? Because of the artists and the potential revenue that you can get, so your pockets will stay filled, or also the network that comes with that artist. That's the reason why they cater to artists. Because as soon as they lose the artist, they lose on a big bank account. They potential money, potential earnings. As soon as they lose a prominent artist. So through Culture United's eyes, through Justin's eyes, through L's eyes, through BK's eyes, to Dwan's eyes, to Mickey Fax's eyes, they catered to Lupe Fiasco and devised a PR strategy before that culture united. That's exactly what happened. Doesn't read socials. Lupe is going to get a diss track drop on him by me. Do it, Noah. Make it happen, Noah. Do it. Now, J Tom video. Yup, let's do it. Let's do it. J Tom reacts. My guy. Come on. Scholar. He's scholar. All right. So, you want to know my thoughts? Let's make it happen.
Do we, the consumer, have a right to critique lyrics?
Absolutely. That's our job. Honestly, here's the thing. As the consumer, regardless if we have a channel or not, that's the whole point of consuming music. When we sit here and we're breaking down bars, regardless of any of these channels that you go to, but when you sit there and you break down bars, of course, what do you think that leads to? That leads to the critique. All right, my guy, let's go.
Yo, how's it going out through Savas community and YouTube? It's your boy J Tom Reactions, and I'm back with another edition of J Tom Reactions. Y'all, the talking edition.
Let's go.
Hey. So I am gonna admit it. I did sort of watch Koala's
my internet, y'all.
live that he had today, July the 2nd. And I came out of there with one question. Do we, the consumer, have the right to talk about and critique lyrics? This is a question that we should be asking. A lot of hip hop artists sit there and it's been 2 or 3 different
All right, so let me just say this real quick. Should we be critiquing lyrics? Should we be critiquing hip hop? Well, let's think about it like this for a second, right? So, say you got 2 battle rappers on stage and both rappers are going crazy, right? That's great. That's like, that's what's supposed to happen, like lyrical warfare. Okay? But what if the crowd wasn't there? What if all the people on the stage with the 2 rappers are not there? What happens to the raps? What happens to each freestyle? What happens to each side? Because what you're not understanding is, what they're not understanding. I know I missed it. God damn it. I'm sorry I missed that. I'm so sorry I missed it. But I appreciate you. But what happens if the crowd, the entourage, what if they're not there? It gets stale. It's like you just having 2 dudes having how would you say it? Like a rhythmic screaming match? Like but just break it down simply as that. Take away the crowd, you're taking away the essence, the soul of what makes this hot, of what makes this boil, what makes it popular. Hip hop is the combination of everything. When you put the pillars together, and I'll give you a good example of the pillars actually put together, right? So when you take the 4 basic pillars, of course there's more pillars in today's day and age. But when you're looking at the MCing, when you're looking at the DJing, when you're looking at the breakdancing, and then when you're looking at, what am I missing? So you put MCing, DJing, breakdancing, and graffiti. When you put the 4 together, you're getting a performance. You're getting unity. You're getting the raw essence of hip hop on display. Right? Put them all 4 together and you're getting something magical. You're getting a moment. You're getting something that is cultured. Something that's hard to replicate. And the only way for them to replicate it is to simplify it, because they can't understand or put a number or try to calculate hip hop. That's why they create monoculture, right? When you have monoculture, that's the simplification so you can include other things into this culture. But that's not true culture. True culture is from hip hop. So when you look at breakdancing, and there's a reason why I threw breakdancing in there too. I could have just talked on the 3 pillars, but breakdancing added in there, there's a reason why. For anybody that doesn't know, I am a dancer, right? I have competed, I battle, I've been a part of sessions, training sessions, and just like outdoor, just kind of like just every aspect here. Okay, so now my leg fucking broke. Shit pissed me off. Anyway, but for anybody that knows, that's what I do, right? That's my shit. When you look at any breakdancing kind of content, you're going to see the 4 pillars of hip hop on full display. Take away any pillar, it's not the same. You can take away the DJ. They can still breakdance, but the music's not there. So attention span, everything like that, it gets simplified. You can take away the breakdancers. You're still getting an undeniable performance. But there's a reason why people be running around losing their minds when breakdancers do what they do. All right? That's just how it goes. Take away any element, it's not as good as what it is when all of it's working together. All right? So that's just something I want to add in there, but let's keep going.
Artists that I've heard of that don't like their music critiqued by us, the consumer. They say, who the fuck are you to critique my lyrics, right?
Talk to him.
So since that is a question that, you know, I'm begging, you know, to be answered, what do you guys think? And this is a discussion that I would like to have, right? How many times do we as consumers of whether it's a sport, whether it's music, whether it's paintings, whether it's anything, haircuts, anything, shoes, anything that you could think of, we are the consumer. They're putting out music to the consumer so that way we, the consumer, can consume the music and we have our opinions about
my internet, bro.
Whether or not you may like it or not, we do have our opinions about it. We do not have to be lyricists or rappers in order to critique you. We can critique your music, whether it's good or bad. I can listen to a Lupe Fiasco song. Sorry, I am mentioning Lupe Fiasco. I can listen to a Lupe Fiasco song, and whether I like it or not, I will tell you if I like it or not. Whether I can listen to the lyrics and be like, yeah, this is the reason why I didn't like the lyrics. Or I can listen to the lyrics and be like, hey, I like the lyrics. And this is where a lot of hip hop artists kind of like, whenever they get past a certain point of their career, they kind of lose sight of how they got to where they got. Yes, it does matter that you put in the work, and we applaud you for the work that you did. We applaud you for making the amount of money that you made. We applaud you. Good job. Thank you for you're getting the accolades. But a lot of people forget that we, the consumer, got you there.
Yo, shout out to Connor real quick, because Miss Hummus sent a super chat and I missed it, but he caught it for me. I got Fame J Tom Flex panel in the near future. Girl, absolutely. What the hell? Absolutely. Listen, all is welcome. Like, honestly, we've been trying to get like more channels like tapped in with the consumer group chat. So that's not even an issue.
We spend our hard-earned money
you just got to tap in with us on Discord
to that point. I don't know how many Lupe Fiasco albums I bought.
W.
I
Carter for
bought
real.
at least 4. They were CDs. They got scratched. They did get scratched because I played them over and over and over and over again. I bought Lil Wayne albums. I bought 3 of them. The Carter 1, the Carter 2, the Carter 3.
Is that
As
9-9?
a consumer, I was able to listen to it, react to it, and be like, okay, yes, I like it because of this. Damn, that bar was hard. Pause. Like, everything, like, we as a consumer, we have the ability to not only consume the music, but also critique it. We can sit there and be like, yeah, I didn't like it because of this. Or, yeah, I didn't like it because of that. I liked it because of this. I liked it because of that. And I guess hearing that from one of my favorite artists, Lupe Fiasco is one of my favorite artists. And
Damn.
I like, even though like I didn't like the last
Man, how
couple
you
of
doing,
ones, I
man?
did
It's
like
been a minute.
Samurai. I didn't like the ones before Samurai and the ones after Food and Liquor too.
How you
But
doing,
I
9-9?
still listen to them, and I still till this day go and look for Lupe Fiasco music. I still go till this day and listen to Talib Kweli, listen to Slaughterhouse, listen even Chamillionaire. I listen to old school Chamillionaire, all of his mixtapes,
Hey.
all of his albums,
Shout out
all
to the
of
mob.
like everything. And I, being the consumer, have critiqued them with my friends. I've gone to Twitter when I had Twitter. I've gone to Instagram and Facebook and said, damn, that was a badass album. Damn, y'all.
Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Euphoria, 616 in LA. Meet the Grams, Not Like Us. Throw like that in there too. Are the fans not supposed to critique those lyrics? To decide who the winner is? Because it was like night and day up for a battle, and like it was clearly, like it was clear who was the winner and who got their ass whooped. Are we not supposed to critique those lyrics? When Kendrick Lamar says, when I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see 2 bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. This real competition, you might pop ass with it. Are we not supposed to critique that? Are we not supposed to act in a certain way and be like, nigga, what did you say? Like,
Y'all should go listen to this
9-9
album. Y'all should go
facts.
buy this album. It's a really good album. But now, as a reactor, I have the opportunity to do the same exact shit, but with more people. As a reactor, I shouldn't be silenced because I have a critique
Tell 'em.
on somebody's music. I shouldn't be silenced because I'm giving my opinion. As a reactor, I don't have to critique it nicely just because you want me to critique it nicely. I don't have to do anything. But I'm putting out this content because I enjoy the music that is being listened to, because I am really curious about what it is that I'm reacting to. Like, for example, Ludacris. I enjoy Ludacris music, and I reacted to a Ludacris song. I like the lyrics were fucking hilarious, and I reacted to it. So just because I'm not a lyricist, just because I'm not a rapper, doesn't mean that I'm qualified to talk about hip hop. Leave it in the comment section. This is one of those things. And I do want to hear everybody's opinion, because this is one of those things. I feel like I'm being silenced. Even though he did.
All right, so fun fact, my camera died. Just to let y'all know. So if it looks like I'm aura farming, I promise you I'm not. All right, my camera just died. Okay. This was the last video anyway. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here after this. So for anybody that's here, I promise you I am not aura farming. All right, we're just going to watch this and we're going to get up out of here, all right?
Didn't come to me. By him going after Koala, by him continuously talking about content creators and every time I hear an artist say, "Who the fuck is you to talk about my music?" or "You're not even qualified to talk about my music," that doesn't sit well with me, because I'm a consumer, and without the consumer, you wouldn't be where the fuck you are. So I guess today, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. And this is one of those topics. I am in the consumer group chat. This is one of those topics
Gang!
that I want to bring up, because if an artist is coming out and then more artists are going to start coming out, should we still be consuming? Should we still be putting our hard-earned money towards an artist that doesn't appreciate the consumer?
Yo, J Tom, if you want, you can lead with that question first, bro. Like, if you want.
Because he doesn't like what the consumer has to say. Well,
just think
again,
about that.
Go ahead, leave it in the comment section. This has been your boy J Tom Reactions. Oh, and before I leave, I did pull up the word lyricism up, because it's just one of those things. A lot of people misconstrue the word lyricism. Lyricism aren't just bars. Lyricism is the quality or state of being. You're talking about your state of being, whether it is a story, whether it is an experience that you had, whether it's you going, it's a state of feeling and emotion. That's what lyricism is. That's why Nas is a lyricist. That's why Lupe is a fucking lyricist. But there's a lot of things that are misconstrued, because lyricism has different, what is that? Different definitions. In hip hop, it's the lyrics in a song and you're putting emotion in it. It could be in a song, in poetry. Music is basically poetry, right? It could be basically the words of the song, lyrics. Without the lyrics, there wouldn't be a song. But lyricism, it's a more complex way of building your lyrics to not only bar somebody heavy, but it's also to express yourself and build a story around the bar that you're trying to say. But again, who am I? I'm just a consumer, right? I should just shut the fuck up. If you guys don't believe me, you guys can look up the word lyricism. I'm also going to put it up here. Boom, right there. Lyricism. Look it up. It's right there. The quality or state of being, a lyric. An intense, personal quality expressive of feeling or emotion in art. It also means like exuberance. Like he inspires exuberance, lyricism, or in invective interpretation. And that's another thing. I'm going to switch it back, because as a consumer, we interpret the music differently. We interpret the way that we think the bar is actually being said. There's the first layer, which is a layer that everybody gets, is what you heard. The second layer goes deeper. There's always two layers, and the better the lyricist, the more layers there are to a bar. There's more fucking layers to it. And me as a consumer, I can interpret it in many different ways. I can interpret it in as many ways as I want to. There's no right or wrong way to interpret lyrics. So again, I beg this question, because this is the discussion. Should we, the consumer, be held down to only listening and to consuming? Because now I feel silenced. I feel like somebody is telling me to just shut the fuck up and listen. Yes, I listen, but I also want to talk about it, because I have freedom of speech. We live in the USA, buddy. I have freedom of speech.
Tell them.
I'm on this YouTube shit. Freedom of speech. And being silenced by the person that I'm listening to, that kind of puts me off to what you like. Should I even consume your music anymore? Type shit. That's where it puts me. But let me know in the comment section. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Also, go ahead. Don't forget to hit the hype button and hit that noti bell wherever the fuck it is. This has been your boy J Tom Reactions. Again, I want to know. Leave it in the comment section.
Gang, gang. All right, let me bring my camera back real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, J Tom, remember that, eh? You're the only man that can take my camera out for a little bit. That's crazy. Dude got me locked in like, damn, he be talking that shit. Oh shit. Got me sitting there looking at it like profound, like, damn. This dude is killing it right now. Yo, shout out to the guy, bro. Yeah, I'm back. Like, just a little slip up, but we here. Shout out to J Tom for real though. You know what I'm saying? Consumer group chat gang. God damn, even chicks talked about it? Oh, Jesus. It really is that serious? Even chicks smooth? Goodness God. You was asleep. No, I was stuck. Okay, Tiff, there's a difference. So anyway, yo, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, bro. All right? I wanted to make sure that we talk about what happened yesterday. Like I said it yesterday. I said it today. I knew which way it was going to go. I just didn't think it was going to be that bad. Or I just didn't think it was going to be so obvious to figure out. That's crazy to me. That's wild to me. That's insane. But if that's where you want to stand, I'll be in Discord today, Josh. Come on. Today? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We need to get, does Miss Hummus have Discord, by the way? Does she have Discord? Does she have like a community or something that I can get into contact with her? Because that'll be a great addition for the consumer group chat. You know what I'm saying? For sure. What? We've been meaning to get Fame on a no, he was on a consumer group chat for a little bit, but I think that's when he was in like Vegas, if I'm correct. So Fame, J Tom, me, and Miss Hum, that'd be fire. And of course, I would want to have like two more people to make it 6. She does. Okay, so I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need the credentials. So I can send her a little message. I want to send her a little friend request, so we can start chatting. We can put things together. She can join the Discord. We can put her straight into the creators conference, cause that's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm so glad we're able to do it. Teaming up with other content creators to have outstanding conversations. That's why we have the consumer group chat. So yeah, we're gonna tap in. You would love that? All right, let's go. Okay, let me send a Discord link. Let me send a Discord link. Okay. I really do be cooking. Trust me. I really do be cooking. So Discord link should be dropping in the chat now. Tap in with us on Discord. Not this consumer group chat because we pretty much have that panel put together. But the next one? Girl, you on that. You already joined your Discord? Oh, really? Girl, what? When? Where? Where you at? Oh, shit! What the hell? Okay. Let me send you a little message like, yeah, what's good? boom. And do that. We straight. Hey, the Discord link is for anybody else that wants to tap in with us on the Discord. Hey, one thing I gotta say before, all right? We keep our Discord music convos and entertainment convos only. All right? We've been through a lot of things on Discord. Okay? We've been through a lot of mess. Over here at the Flex My Network, we do not have time for mess. We got bills. Okay, we got bills to pay. We don't got no time for no mess, no drama, no toxicity. We keep it music and entertainment. Okay? Tiff will remind you. Tiny will remind you. Okay? Josh will remind you. Quickie will remind you. Ron will remind you. All right? Just gotta let y'all know. Shout out to, how you say, Uja? Uja? I appreciate you for your subscription. Real shit. Thank you. But yeah, we at our Discord, we got no time for no drama. We've been through it already, okay? We just trying to have a good, safe space to talk music and entertainment, and that's it. Okay, that's it. We do not, listen, with all the YouTube drama that we've witnessed or been a part of by association for some reason, we don't got no time. We got bills. Hey, where my bills at? Okay. Where my bills? Hey. I got no time. Okay. No. And then you see the crutch? No. Okay. No. We got bills. Okay. Oh shit, man. Oh, Apps is live? Shit, it's a good time to end this then. It's a good time to end this for real. All right, man. So shout out to everybody for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. Hit that Discord link if you with good vibes. And I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow because I'm clearly not going anywhere. Like, oh my god. Oh, good stream today. I appreciate you. Thank you. She dropped a gem? What gem? Damn it, I'm missing out on the goods. Anyway, listen, y'all know the spiel, all right? And if you don't know the spiel, I'm going to let you know. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we reached the end of the stream, so you know what it's going to be. Take care, be well, be safe, stay true, be you, live long, and long live. Peace. Have a great day. Have a great night wherever you are in this world. Thank you for stopping by like always. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to the Flex Mob. Shout out to the Shadow Mob. Everybody on Twitch and YouTube. Both mobs. Shout out to y'all. But y'all know what it is, all right? Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of your family. Make sure you take care of your people. Make sure you take care of your friends, the right ones. But never forget to be outstanding, all right? Peace, y'all.